Well, hey there, good people. Miss Sunshine here today. Oh, bringing you love, light, and a bit of my own sunshine today. Because as you can hear, the rain is coming down. So, give you a little bit of this sunshine today and help you along your way and along your day, along your way and through your day. Oh, I hope everyone is doing all right today. Um, and I hope and know this message is going to find who it needs to find when it needs to find you. I'm just so certain of that. Today feels not heavy, but the message I heard and the message that came, what I was led to speak about today is taking on the identity of struggle. What does that mean? I mean, pretty much we've lived so long within the energy of striving that we no longer realize how deeply it shaped our identity. You know, it's become second nature. It's just become a part of us. You know, in this lifetime, we've learned to endure. We've pretty much learned how to survive. You know, we actually kind of learned how to continue moving even when your heart felt tired. We learned that. We've also learned to stay strong even when our spirit just quietly yearned for rest. Our spirit just wanted to rest. But we've learned. We've learned how to stay strong. We're good at all that. And I mean, what ended up happening from us learning all those different patterns, we carried additional identities outside of who we are at the core. We've carried the identity of the one who always sacrifices. You know what I'm saying. You the one that always fixes it. You gonna fix it. They just know you gonna fix it. And if it's in your will, you'll fix it. Second nature. We carried that identity of the one that just endures, just survives, just get me through the day type stuff. And then we also was the one who carries others or have carried others all your life. All your life. You know, even when you didn't want to. You did these things, you know, you sacrificed for people. You gave your last. You did stuff when you didn't want to do it. In your heart, you knew you didn't want to do it. Everybody came to you because you the problem solver. You know, sometimes people didn't even try to fix their own problems themselves because they knew you'd fix it. And you would. And you would. And you know what's cool? Because, I mean, it's me too. I'm living this life as well, you know. These roles, they really did. They served, like, important purposes. You know what I mean? In certain stages of your life. You know? It's pretty much one of them things, you had to do what you had to do type stuff. And that's okay. Don't knock yourself for it. That's just what had to be done. But I mean, right now, the soul is asking you a simple question. And you feel it deep at your core, whether you admit it or not. Your soul is asking you, must you continue carrying them? Do we have to carry all of this? Your soul is tired. And I mean, that has many of us standing, at a threshold. We're standing at this spot where your higher self or your soul is just, it's looking at trying to introduce you to a new frequency, a different way of being, a different way to experience this thing called life. To where, you know what I'm saying, not a life of struggle, but a life of grace. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Your soul is looking for, like, not constant effort in trying to get stuff done, just trying and trying and trying, but your soul is looking for alignment. I don't want that frequency of just feeling always in survival mode. Your soul is really seeking presence. Just presence. Yeah, just presence. Just be here. Just be here. I mean, but I ain't gonna lie. Transitioning over like this, it's very uncomfortable, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm going through it too. This is collective. I'm not the only one, but I know I am, and I'm speaking like from this experience. It's uncomfortable. I learned it's because your personality self, who you have become through these different traits and through these different experiences, it often, it fears peace. It doesn't know what peace is. If struggle became familiar, then of course, peace can feel uncertain. It's the not knowing. At least in the struggle, you knew what was going on. You knew what's up. And even though, it wasn't the best of conditions, at least you knew. And sometimes the not knowing leads to an uncertainty. That stillness, it feels real uncomfortable, y'all. And that peace, it feels undeserved. It feels like I don't deserve this. I have to keep moving. I have to keep doing something. I have to fix something. I have to be there for others. I mean, because familiarity feels so much safer than expansion. What you know, that's safe. Because even if it's something bad at the end of it, you still know what it is and you can kind of prep yourself for it. Like, real talk. You can really prep yourself for it. But expansion, wow. You don't know. And it's the not knowing that we always want to feel comfortable. We want to know how it's going to turn out. I mean, I'm going to speak for myself because, ooh, my eye is twitching. Whoa. It wasn't meant. Spirit said, nope, not that. My OCD, thank you, Spirit, always wants to know how everything is planned out. I have to have steps. My kids can tell you, like, I need to know from A to Z, everything in between. It has to make sense. The puzzle pieces have to fit. You know, that's how I've always been. I have a plan A, I have a plan B, I have a backup plan to the backup plan. And I've always tried to have everything, all my nuts in a row. But that was from the level of consciousness of where I was at, what my brain knows, what my brain has experienced. If I don't know it, if I hadn't experienced it, how do I know it's out there for me? So even that level of expansion for me, I don't know. Because it's almost like you're walking into something blindfolded. And that can be uncomfortable. And that peace thing, yeah, it may feel undeserved because you see all the chaos around you. So if you're sitting here chilling and you're like, in a chaotic world, you may feel like, you should be doing something else. You don't deserve to be sitting here in peace. And someone else that may be closer to you is struggling, or, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel right. But I'm going to tell you, and oh my gosh, at the rightful age of 53, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be so honest with you. I have had signs all my life that there was more. And slowly but surely, I stepped deeper into it. But the uncertainty and just the external chatter can make you doubt yourself. That external chatter can make you feel like what you're feeling is wrong, and that confirmation. You should always sacrifice and fix and, carry all these other people. But you didn't come here to just merely survive. Bro, you came here for the experience. Oh my gosh, you came here to awaken. You came here to remember who you are at the core. You came here to embody greater light. Like, for real, whether you believe it or not, you did. You came here just to create some shit. And what can I create today? I dream of genie. Type shit. Man, you came here to love. You came here to love like none other. You did. I know you don't believe it. I know it's hard for you to believe, but you did. Oh my gosh. You came here to experience joy and to live. This is what you came here for. Like, for real. And I know that's a lot. Because we've been in this mode of struggling all our life. Oh my gosh. We know how to fix a problem. We are A1 at that. We got that lending ear. We got that capacity. We know how to do all that. How about we learn to live? Like, live. As this is happening, your old identities of who you are, because you're so, if you listen to my previous message, you'll know. You'll get this. Your soul is like, really trying to show you what's not aligning. What identities you've taken on. And as you start realizing, and it's probably happening with a lot of you, and you don't even realize what it is. You just know that your soul, that you are no longer resonating with old behavior patterns. You're not resonating with feeling stuck. You know it's something more. You're not resonating with just being a peacekeeper by muting yourself and your feelings. And as those old identities are starting to fade, you get to really tap into, who am I? Who am I? Because underneath all those identities that you have taken on is the real person you are. It's so much more of who you truly are. And your Sacred Heart actually remembers it. Your heart, oh my gosh, it remembers. Oh, it remembers it. I mean, if you've really been guided towards more truth, more simplicity, more authenticity from people, just the realness of people. Experiences that like nourish you, not deplete you. If you've been experiencing that, you know, the feeling of wanting more of that, it's not random. That's not random. You might think it's random, but it's not random. Spirit is like, no, enough. That signs your soul is reorganizing. It got at the core level. You reorganize, and your soul is like, there is more. You don't have to live in this identity of struggle. You don't. And now your Sacred Heart, your heart is able to guide you. And you're starting to listen. And there's going to be outside chatter. There's going to be a lot of outside chatter. Oh, you changed. Oh, you think you better than anybody else. Oh, you can't have... It's going to be chatter. And there are even going to be times when you're going to want to go back to the familiar. Because it gets lonely over here. Now people don't understand you. Now people are bashing you for, you know, wanting to be your true self, wanting to have these experiences that aren't struggling, that aren't people pleasing. You want to know how it feels to live life. You want to know what it feels like to just love, just to create, just to be present. You've been asking, oh, please help me, please, oh, please. You're gonna want to go back to that. But crazy enough, you're not going to be able to. You can't go back to what you've outgrown. That's like, you know how your feet grow? And you used to be a size 6, and now your foot is a size 8. You can't go back to putting on a size 6 shoe. All right, Cinderella. And maybe you're not getting the life you want because you're still trying to put that size 6 shoe on. Maybe Cinderella, your shoe is that size 8. And while you over here trying to keep putting that size 6 on, that's why it's not going to work. That's why it's uncomfortable. That's why your corns hurt. But that size 8. Now at first when you put that 8 on, you know, you get a pair of shoes and they're tight in the beginning. And you want to give it up. When you first get a new pair of shoes, and they are tight, they hurt your feet, your dogs is, they're doing all of that. You want to kick those shoes off and put the dirty dusters on that you had, that you broke in, that's, you know, don't have any type of traction on the bottom, got holes all in it, but you rather wear those because they're comfortable than to break in the new shoes. That's this new life calling out too. It is. A little uncomfortable at first. But the life you have been living has been uncomfortable. The life you have been living, you felt alone. The difference is you felt alone with people right there with you. The life you've been living, you felt misunderstood. You don't have anybody to talk to. No one understands you. You're good at surface level conversations, but they don't go past that, because once you start getting in depth, you can see it in their eyes. You lose them. And sometimes you don't even try, because you know you've tried in the past and you just know no one understands. Well, stepping over here, this is, I think, another reason why I'm here, because, yeah, you're not alone, so you can take that personification out there. You can take thinking that you're alone in this. You're not. And it's okay. Will you lose some people? I'm not going to say everybody is going to, you hear that? Sometimes you got to catch that flight. Confirmation, you hear that? You got to catch that flight. Pack your bags. You are no longer where you used to be. Pack them, catch the flight. You can't take everybody on this trip with you. And that's okay. Some people are here for a reason, a season, a lesson, or a blessing. Who are you to say? But when you become so attached to the familiar, letting go is hard. Letting go of what's misaligned. Have you ever prayed for some shit and be like, oh, blah, blah, somebody doing you wrong or something? Oh, please, I don't want to endure this situation. And a way is made for the person to be removed, and you stop it. You stop. Oh no, because you're not realizing, because you don't like how the removal process went. You may have thought the removal process was, you know what I'm saying, going to be something else. And before you know it, you're catching yourself stopping what's already designed. Stopping the removal process from happening. Sometimes you got to sit with it and see where it goes. Family, friends, associates, co-workers, spouses. Not, hey, hold up. I ain't saying go leave nobody, get your divorce. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying, for those that know, know. And for those that don't, let me break it down. In the next season, where you are, the next chapter, where you're going, everyone can't go with you. And some of you have been having these, you've had this extreme testing phase here recently, where I think you have been tested and someone else has been tested. How you handled yourself in the situation and how they handled themselves in the situation. Two different tests going on, two different individuals. How did you fare? High road or the low road? Integrity or not? So as you step into this new version of yourself, step into it unapologetically. You know how to struggle. You know how to survive. Let's step into a season of living, listening to your heart. Let your heart guide you where you need to go. It's not going to steer you wrong. You tired of these endless loops? Same situation, different person? Like I said, I don't say it just because. I'm here with y'all. And I life be life. Don't think because I come on here and I give these messages that I have all the answers and you know what I'm saying, that life is perfect. No, life be life in every day. So the things I'm saying to you, you know what I'm saying, it's to myself as well. You know, you needed this rain. So I mean, in saying that, it's okay. We did what we had to do when we had to do it. You know, I always tell myself that version of me was needed for that version of my life. I am no longer at that point, and I am no longer in those types of situations, so that version is not needed. My perception of situations, what I've been shown, my faith. So that previous version of me is not needed. I don't have to have a worse side of me to protect myself because I'm covered. I had to realize that, and they say this battle is not yours. So when I took that to heart and really saw it, I was shown A1, and I can go on and testify to how I was shown. Sometimes people stay in the situation too long because, you know, you blocking their karma. You blocking your own forward progress. I had to think of what words. So, man, take these moments. You don't have to just survive. You don't. That's not saying everything that's going to come back up in life is going to be like hunky-dory. Bells and whistles. No, but it is a beautiful experience. I say this is the most beautiful experience I've had. This is the most at peace I have been in such a chaotic world. The chaos didn't stop. The problems didn't stop. People didn't change overnight. But who I show up to be and who I try to show up to be is my whole, true, authentic self. And I try to honor where my heart is leading. I try to honor what Spirit is trying to show me and tell me. Because it's I and I. It's my higher self talking to me. So like, if I'm talking to me, why would I not listen? My higher self been around. This is the shell. My higher self, we've been around for a while. And if you know, you know. I'm not even gonna mince words right now. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it like we don't know it's bigger. Like this is the first time we have been here. And if you think that and you want to argue about it, it won't be me you're arguing with. Because I have nothing to prove. The proof is in the pudding. So, in saying that, it's okay to get to know who you really are at the core. It's okay for you to come out of survival mode even when you think you can't. What they say, the faith of a mustard seed? But unfortunately, After a certain period of time, the constricting forces all cause you to give up. Be like, forget it. No, I'm gonna just go back over here. But you got to know and you got to trust. Going through that wilderness, which a lot of us have, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? The trees open up in that wilderness. You're going through that tunnel, the light. There's a light somewhere. And if there's not a light, how about be that light? Now, if you be that light, you can illuminate what's around you so that you can see better. You walking through the darkness not knowing that you are light. You are light. Light that motherfucker up. See what's around you. I know you think you'd like in the movie, you light it and all these things won't come up. But sometimes it's a whole lot of beautiful shit that comes up. Take that chance. Anyway, I love y'all. I love y'all. You see, the message just stopped abruptly. But that ain't on me. That ain't on me. I think I've said what needed to be said. And on this rainy day, I'm loving it because, all our wonderful trees, our plants, they need the water. We need the water. You know what I'm saying? Let's wash some of this away. So this is the perfect day for the rain because it's going to wash off that exterior. Just wash off what we no longer can hold on to. What no longer is aligned with us. What our spirit, our soul no longer wants us to carry. It's too heavy. And I know you like feeling light. And I know it seems like it's possible and that it can. I'm going to keep telling you, I'm a walking billboard that it can. And every day I post, I'm going to show you. I'm going to be going through it as well. I'm going to be going through it. But I don't want to throw no shade on nobody else and nothing else because that's just what it is. It's my life. This is what I'm going through. But I don't come here to talk about what I'm going through. I'm coming here to talk about what we can get through and some of the challenges that we may have. So never think, oh, it's all gravy and I'm just talking out the side of my neck. I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from living it. I'm talking from lonely nights. I'm talking from losing friends, close ones. I'm talking from not being understood. I'm talking from a place where sacrifice was it. I'm talking from having to be the fixer. I'm talking from all those levels. But I'm talking to you right now from a person that says it's okay. You got to release some of the old in order for some of these new experiences to have a place to reside in. So, oh my gosh, I love you guys. That's it. That's the message. And I hate stopping them so abruptly, but I'm not getting ready to sit here and force words. Because I can't. It's not me. But at this point, oh my gosh. If you've gotten to the end of this message, I'm going to say take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. I always say my messages and the things I speak on aren't for everyone. But the people they are for, they're for. And the people they are for, they know it's for them. And the whole message may not be for you. But if you were guided here, there's some part of this message that you ask spirit, either for confirmation, an answer, let me know I'm not alone. There was something. And when you call for it sometimes, hey, they send a little bit of sunshine your way. And here it goes. So as always, if you If no one has told you today that they love you, I love you. I love you with my whole heart. I love you with my whole essence. And I'm going to end this message as always, sending out a whole bunch of love, a whole bunch of light. And on this rainy day, I'm going to send you a whole bunch of sunshine. Love you guys. Be sweet.